So, hello everyone in Twitch and YouTube as well, and welcome to As of Gods, which will be a blind playthrough for me for sure. It does have certainly at least a good music, and it is a Kickstarter game, which I also backed in Kickstarter. It is similar to my knowledge to Banner Saga, but I haven't played it, so I can't say exactly how similar it is. But nonetheless, a little bit more Russian type of culture, so as you can listen to the music yourself, after all. I believe in him, her. I'm her, if that matters, yes, we are best friends. You can actually hear Sateen Tenho as in Sare in my Divinity Original Sin Let's Play already in my channel, if you wish to be hearing us play together. So that's one place where we actually do it. We do co-op Divinity Original Sin. I haven't played Banner Saga either, but yeah, probably similar, yes, probably. So let's go and get into the As of Gods. Yeah, I don't mind listening to this music either, to be honest, because I do enjoy this type of music. Part of the reason that I like to back the music plus pretty nice art style, overall the style of the game. Yeah, nice visuals and nice music for sure. But let's go. Okay, what kind of difficulty do we want to take? Do we want to take Iron Man mode? Do we want to just go and try to do it the Iron Man mode until we succeed? That will be difficult. Not definitely a story mode. No. Oh, the battle system is like, no. Classic mode recommended for all players. The ultimate game experience challenges, suffering and hardship await. Or Iron Man mode for experienced players. The initial difficulty level will be higher than normal and you will be able to change it during the course of the game. Only the last save will be available, so you will not be able to go back and alter important decisions. On the other hand, do we want to go and alter important decisions? We may die though, but let's just suffer, but not suffer that much. Poor music. Well, we can still listen to music for a while. Very similar with some differences. This has its problems, but I like this game anyway. Classic mode says flame. Diana says pulse deep away, and Iron Man mode. We do not need to die. Classic should do, I think. Okay, let's go to classic then. Fine enough. Year 300 since Divine Retribution, the Spring Equinox. Battle ensues. Lots of battle. They got of our ash. That's for sure.
Unsolved mysteries are like an unquenched thirst. Premonitions of trouble to spur you to keep going.
I'll rate first what you guys said. Bind on him or her. So where is Hugh again? I don't know. Wilhelm and his famous scream. Can't go without it. Gotta love that Wilhelm scream. It is a good scream for sure. Bloody beautiful, and yes, Wilhelm scream. I wish I had such an epic scream. Mine is pretty wimpy. Yeah, I don't think my scream would be that great either. Okay, let's listen to prologue. Unsolved mysteries are like unquenched thirst, premonitions of trouble to spur you to keep going.
"1,002 years since divine retribution. The end of winter. The Vale of Mercy. Foothills of the Milky Mountains."
700 years ago, you and the other Carrers took to the fields of the drowsy deep to prevent a great calamity, the Reaping. Your self-sacrifice should have destroyed all Reapers, once and for all. 9 years ago, you began feeling a growing sense of unease, and decided to roam Terminum to find the reason. A month ago, you met a temple guard in the town of Gordine. There was something peculiar about him. Feeling a long-forgotten sense of dread, you realized it was an Umbra Reaper in disguise. He noticed you too, but chose not to pursue. He merely winked at you, bowing in jest. The return of the Umbra forewarns of the impending reaping, so you head to the Milky Mountains to find the local seers. You hope to learn the time and place of the coming reaping and prevent it. When you've stepped onto the narrow path, you'd notice several sets of footprints. At the time, you thought that other people seeking the seers' advice must have anticipated you. But no, they're just robbers looking for an easy target. And to battle. Garrison Shepard is waiting for you, kid. Is they the Milky Ways? It is Mass Effect. Signs, Reapers, yes, Reapers. Time to act. Blue tiles indicate where your character can move during current turn. Orange tiles indicate extra moving distance. Your character must spend some energy to move there. Okay. Quick strike, alrighty. Enemies standing on pulsating tiles are within reach and can be attacked. Using a chosen skill to select the target, click on the tile it's occupying. Okay. Most attacks allow you to damage either the enemy's health or their energy. Select health damage. Your characters will close in on the enemy and attack them. Okay. We got some more energy from that because we killed someone for sure. We is though. Just throw in an axe at us. Damaging an enemy's energy reduces their options because faster movements and powerful skills require energy to execute. Moreover, if an enemy has 0 energy remaining, double damage will be dealt to health instead of energy. Okay. This enemy has a lot of health but only 5 points of energy. It makes sense to strip him of his remaining energy so that you can deal double damage to health. Click on the enemy with the right mouse button to see a list of skills you can use against them. Okay. So yeah, 53 health, so almost the same amount. And then energy damage is destroyed energy. You can select an enemy to learn more about their abilities. Click on the tile they're standing on with the left mouse button. Now that you've chosen the enemy, you can see a list of their skills in the lower part of the screen. Mouse over them to read their descriptions. So they have an Axe Hurl and a Berserk. Increases your defense and walking distance by 1, does not enter. Okay. You can choose to manually walk to your destination before choosing an attack to use. Click an empty tile with the left mouse button and confirm your action. Okay. You wanted me to go and walk into there. If you want to use a skill that doesn't require target, right click on the tile your active character is standing on under his feet, okay? Yeah. You'll see a list of skills which do not require choosing a target first. There's also a skip turn button, which comes in handy if you're unable to act or don't want to. Remember to always finish the turn by using one of your active character's attacks or by clicking a skip turn button. So... okay, so this is a circular hit. And energy. Then it just killed it for sure too. End the battle. By killing this guy, you mean? Fine enough. Just helped, I guess. Or should I have taken the other damage? I'm not sure. Maybe not. He's escaping. Just choosing to try to attack there, like that. That's not very effective. Okay, so it would have done a lot more damage if I actually had tried to attack against the energy, which I didn't realize to do. Oh well. Live and learn. I thought that it would automatically damage his health double, but it doesn't. I should actually attack the energy so that it will then do damage, double damage to actually health. What are you reading? Quick strike emphasis on inverted commas. What a casual stroll. Casual strolls, no rush. I would say this game suffers from the one ninja is unstoppable, many are mooks effect. Just a fair warning, alrighty. Well, there is of course the fact that as such, if this guy is especially really amazing, so to speak, then kind of logical if this guy has lived like 700 years from that time. Not everyone is going to be quite that good. So it's kind of understandable, but I can understand that it's going to be a little bit worse in some sense for sure. For actually hoping to have many interesting characters to do battle with, in a sense. Full experience is ruined. Yes. Bad Satentenho. You're about to knock on the hut's door when it's suddenly flung open. A woman appears on the doorstep. Your heart leaps from your chest. She's the one you'd left behind when you went to fight in the battle for the Drowsy Deep. She's the one you loved, Amma. In a detached manner. Blanched. What took you so long? It's been 702 years. You managed to survive when 12 of our brethren perished. Did you go into hiding? Please, call me Hopper. I'm already used to my new name. I was called Blank when we were together. I wasn't hiding in that battle, you know. I was wounded. Pierced by arrows. That's why I didn't complete my task. Yes, I've heard the legend of the 12 brave ones who cast an enchantment on themselves and turned into stone. They achieved their goal. Now their land is free from the plague and the reaping. The price was too high, though, if you ask me. Why did you come looking for me again? I wasn't searching for you, but the local seeress. There are signs. Maybe she is the seeress guy. Pistisal live in the forest of Dardura. The one till which has been sighted on the woodland trails. I stumbled upon the Atrak in Gordine myself. They have returned. Another reaping is night, perhaps. That's a foolish question, Hopper. I do not foretell the obvious. You might as well have asked whether winter will follow autumn. The reaping is coming. You know it. All loose ends shall be tied. That's a... okay. So we can actually choose a option. Okay, it's been 702 years. You said you were just going to get milk. Why does he have this notebook open and this is a prepared statement? Explanation ready. Yes, very much explanation ready. That is actually a good question. Why does he have his book open? What do you know of the coming reaping? The mere fact that it's coming, rivers will run red with blood, and the abyss will claim many tortured souls. But why this sudden concern about the mortals? We are mere parasites on the body of humanity. There is nothing to be proud of. Even if we are both Umbra, we have long embraced the human way of life, and I care about Terminum's fate. To the reaping, we are no more than specks of dust. This time we don't have 12 comrades willing to sacrifice themselves. Among those still alive, some will succumb and become reapers themselves. Do you really want to get involved? I need to stop the rapings. It's my fault. They're happening again. You need to get off your pedestal. We are maggots. The lowly servants lucky enough to be seated at the dining table. Are you looking for the forsaken gods of this land? I have a book that describes the life of one. Here, take a look. I had a good laugh reading this nonsense. Receiving the gift. Thank you for the book. I've been searching high and low for similar records, but still. When and where will the reaping begin? I need to be there. That's where I'm needed. I know it. The souls of the dead have tortured me with guilt for 700 years. Help me. Looking you in the eye. Give me the knife you keep in your bag. The kind our brethren sacrificed themselves with. Give it to me, and you'll get your answer. Passing the bundle. Pity. I'd really hoped to use it. I doubt anything else can kill a reaper. Well, here you go. But why do you want it? Maybe she doesn't want you to kill yourself? Taking a knife. The reaping shall occur on the day of the vernal equinox, both in the north and the south, in the towns of Wodan and Albius. I wouldn't waste time if I were you. Sadly, I don't have time to reach the north. Farewell. I hope our paths cross again, though you still haven't told me why you need the knife. I saw you kill me with this very knife, Hopper. So I hope our paths never cross again. Farewell. Are you planning to become a Reaper? Why would it then be the case that Hopper would be killing you with that knife in that alternative reality? Strange. Mayhap? Okay, what did you guys say? My old mom used constantly tell us the dinner was night. Flowers, but I got lost in the way. Yes, it was night, as in it's near. I've never heard the word night being used for anything but the doomsday. Oh wait, maybe it was a doomsday scenario. Maybe it was. Jim, maybe it was. I assume your mother is a medieval prophet. Let all become reapers. The end is nigh. The likes of you are proof enough. Nothing personal. She certainly prophesies the trotting we received for not cleaning the table. Totally.
What does one need to meet old age in peace? Only to avoid a major disaster.
So, only major disaster, no good.
Year 1002 since divine retribution. Burkana, the kingdom of Odala, city of Albius. The spring equinox. 8th year of peace since the last war. A retired captain of the guard and his daughter are strolling through the festival market.
She disappeared. Just like that. Just like that one card in Morrowind. Speaking to herself. This is most bizarre. A woman in strange clothes is walking away from the town hall. Her beauty should be turning heads, but I seem to be the only one noticing her. Oops. My mouse was wrong place. Cleda, are you daydreaming again? You nudge your daughter as you see Baron Droppel, the burgomaster on the town, approach you. Good day, Torn. How are you, Cleda? I take it there is a reason you have been compining the market since dawn. Comping. Looking for a gift for Licky? Good. I'm interested about this. Are you choosing a sacrifice for the feast? Nothing has changed here. My dad would do the citizens a favor. Some cannot wait for the day. I hope the paper rope will tear, just as it did last year. Droppel smiles at your joke, then nods and continues his stroll. Well, we got carried away and no closer to begin a gift for Licky. What are we going to give her? Will you give me a hint? What would your mother like? In the dialogue window, this icon means that your choice will have far-reaching consequences. So, should we do this decision together? What will we give as a gift? This is pretty. Does the count as good-looking characters? And he has a majestic beard. Yes, he does. That monk, not so much. Yeah, the two look great, and the character to the monk, yes. Monk is obviously a better looking of the two gentlemen in the picture, totally, for sure. Absolutely. I don't really want to do jewelry. This would be, of course, I would probably like to have Mact come and visit. I'm almost tempted to just say if only Mact came to visit rather than just gloating at jewelry. It's so boring choices. I won't take part in deciding I know too much. Yes, Satentano, that is better that you do not say your decision choice in making. I personally would be taking the Mact, probably, preferably. But any opinions from any of you who have not played the game? What did you see, Sare? What did you see? She knows too much. We have to silence her. Yes, you do. Sorry. But are you truly sorry? Are you? It has to be done. Shall we go with number 3 then? Sure. If I'm interested in it, let's go with it. When you guys don't really try to disagree, these options don't probably have much difference. Probably. Okay, Scraplord at least says 3. Good, good. Anyone disagree? Jim, Flame Rouge? Any disagreements? I try to disagree. She wields a banhammer as we do. Oh yeah, Flame Rouge should have a banhammer too, shouldn't he? I assume he. Anyways, but you should have a banhammer too. Everyone should have a banhammer. Possibilities. But 3 then, 3. If only Mact came to visit. They say there is trouble on the borders, so your brother is really busy. I hope at least he finds time to send his mother a letter. I hope so too. He would have known what to give her for her birthday. I'm sure you can manage on your own. Big old tree. Yes, very big old tree. Okay. Barachin is one of the merchants trading in textiles and clothing. Clara. Clara looks like she wants to say something, but she's too shy. Perhaps you could ask her about it? Or Rask shop. Your old friend Rask trades in jewelry and antiques. What about Clara? Was there something you wanted to discuss? I know what Mother really needs. Help for her aching heart. Is there any way to improve her health? Magic? Divine intervention? I do not believe in magic. The gods, it seems, do not even help their own servants. Do you remember what their temple is called? The Temple of the Divine Retribution. It would be silly to expect any help from them. I wish we knew why they had to exact this retribution on your mother. Then we should content ourselves with what the marketplace has to offer, and I shall win tomorrow's fencing tournament in her honor. In her honor. Do you really think she will take pleasure in watching her daughter hurl herself another blade, even if it is a practice sword? Okay, so we are saying with her. Mother used the fence when she was younger. In a bit was. I could never understand that. Thank all the gods, she didn't have to use her skills even once. Alright, let's go and buy something. Okay, so we can decide what to go and buy. Oh dear, sounds perfect. Moderators to moderate other moderators while they moderate you. Any spammer would get banned a dozen times over, for sure. Sounds perfect, you say that. But then I would have to ban myself, that's no fun. Would you though? But I can quite clearly see a ban button for Sotenten, who cannot click it. If any moderator is needed, Kira is the only one capable of it, as moderators can't ban each other. Phew. Yes. Quite bad. Quite bad. Barakan stall. So, is the merchant trading textiles and clothes? I think I wanna go at least and visit in Rask's shop. I'm interested more in the antiques than the jewelry personally. So let's go there first, at least to visit. Did Dad find out where I really go during my lunchtime strolls? There's nothing criminal in it, but I'd rather nobody knew on my manuscript hunting. I said I went to the pastry shop, which wasn't exactly true. I just hope Rask doesn't give me away. Oh. Clara, this is Rask, an old friend and expert in all kinds of curiosities. We've known each other since Ora. Hello, Rask. It's been a while. It's... what do I say for his voice? It's been 3 years, my dear Thorn. They run into each other now and then. But ever since you arrived in town, freshly retired, and brought a silver necklace with a coronet, you've forgotten all about my shop. Are you here to pick up a gift for Licky? It's been 3 years, my dear. Yes. I'm always like thinking of starting to retier when I need to retier. You guessed right. Will you help me pick something nice? I remember the last time you brought a birthday present for her. During the spring equinox. I won't lie, I have been happy if you'd brought jewelry from me every year since. My wife hasn't been interested in jewels for these past few years. However, the garnet necklace is her favorite, and she has been feeling better in recent months. Is it true that garnets age a weak heart? If I'm not mistaken, garnets possess no magical properties, but some other stones too. Potions cannot heal an aching heart, but family love can preserve it. Though I have heard that there is a particularly skilled healer in Ursus. Unda's her name. But even she cannot perform miracles. What stones were you talking about, or a lady healer? Which one do I want to choose? I'm almost thinking that maybe I should ask about the lady healer. I love how both of them have those poses. Yes. Always the same poses. Stop clicking it. Couldn't ban Chinchim. A slight little bit sorry for typing. Trying. Stop clicking it. Bad carrot is too strong. Seriously, quit it. I want only clicking timeout, no worries. I love how both of these have the poses just to look cool. They do look really nice though. I wish I could make characters like that in an RPG that I'm trying to play. My NPCs never look anywhere near as cool. Oh well. Well, need to practice. If you're talking about Oblivion, it's no wonder. Oblivion would be good, yes. Any game really, I'm not that good at character making. So... Well, I guess I'll be making a choice, so let's ask about the Lady Healer. The Lady Healer from Ursus. Yes, I've heard rumors. We have been to Ursus and visited the men here and there, but it was all for naught. The healer was not home at the time. They say she and her daughter could be wandering elsewhere for years. We can't exactly camp on her doorstep, can we? Didn't the many here help you? My wife and I have visited all the men here in this kingdom, and the neighboring ones as well. We talked to the holy fathers of the Temple of the Divine Retribution. Licky's sick heart is not a simple disease. It is an inborn defect, aggravated by the difficult delivery of a second child. The men here cannot heal defects, just as they cannot regrow severed hands. Before we mentioned menhirs, we had been discussing other stones. I don't offer anything to anybody without practical reason. Nevertheless, I have premonitions these past few days. Providence must have brought you to my shop today. You're looking for a gift, and I want you and your family to survive the troubled times to come. Call me superstitious or even crazy if you like. I hope that I am mistaken. But unfortunately, my premonitions almost always come true. And you, Thorn, will benefit from these tricks. It is very expensive, but you can pay in installments over several years. Rask reaches into a box and places a highly polished stone on the counter. The metal setting is very unusual. It looks like an insect clutching the stone tightly in its legs. Interesting. If this large Strix reduces in size, the platinum base will squeeze its paws to hold it tightly. Consider it magic if you like. I've never encountered magic. Did you not reach the edge of the world in your younger years, and did you not see the whales surrounding Terminium? Even more, you went into the wall of mist which had swallowed many men before, and emerged carrying your fathers-in-law out in danger. Wasn't that magic? I don't know. All I know is that if a magical remedy existed, I would have cured Licky long ago. Even if it weren't for sale, I would have found a way. However, your stone here is for sale. Name your price. Such rare items do not come cheap. The price for this stone is 100,000 gold coins. That's a little bit expensive, yes? What do you guys say? A lot of stuff. Yeah, tools available. Player characters just for... Yeah, I was thinking that PCs, you mean your player characters. Dragon's Origins, Mass Effect, Morrowind, Skyrim, Oblivion all looked average at best. My friend asked me to try this Mork Gold Black Desert online. Well, I used a few hours to make a character and play it for 15 minutes. Oh dear. That's a lot of... Well, as it was said that RPG players create characters for a long time and all that. Same in Fallout. It had insane amount of customization in character creation. And yeah, I understand Flame, yes. I think I had to make some interesting things with sliders in Mass Effect 2 to make good looking character. Can't remember anymore what I did though. The thing is, a lot of the time the characters that you're creating looks different from in the creation screen than in the actual game. It's often a case of different lighting and a lot of times the texture in the character creation looks better than in game. Yes, true. Surprised me how little customization Wasteland 2 had. Very few settings, just necessities. Yeah, it was kind of a shame how little it had. I still would need to play that game too. What a waste of a good characters then. But I guess if you didn't like the game, it couldn't be helped. But yeah, expensive. Expensive stone. The price for the stone is 100,000 gold coins. Even if you let me pay in installments for 10 years, I still can't afford this. If you only knew how quickly decades go by. I mean, at my age you can think in decades. In our case, every hour counts, right, Clara? Do you have any gift ideas? I would consider the Strix. This is going to probably be bad choice because I think it will probably be bad to be in such a freaking huge debt, and I'm not sure if we can trust his old friend, even though he's supposedly an old friend, but he's still asking for freaking 100,000 gold coins, which is a little bit much, mayhap we could say. But what do you guys say? Will we go and get the Strix or not? Make just a character for the fun of it. You would enjoy the Sims series, huh? Maybe. Maybe you would, Tayunda. Maybe you would. But so, Strix or no Strix? Strix or silver is the question. Strip. I read this as I would consider the strip. Maybe it's the Sims. Haven't tried any Sims. Let's get them. Man, I gotta get my mind out of the gutter. Maybe it was because of some... Wait, what is Strix? Strix should be the interesting stone that was magical that cost 100,000. Let's have the strips. Yes, strips for sure. Stripteases and all. But yeah, magic. Striptease is probably all magic. I don't think so, really, impersonally, but came into mind now when we're talking about strips and wrong ideas and everything. Let's get the magic stone. Yeah, let's go and get the magic stone. Okay. Alrighty. I would consider the Strix. Listening to something that's interesting. What did you hear? What is making you actually want to give us the stone? I feel that it's a bad stone. I feel that that was a very bad thing to get. Here is what we'll do. Take the stone. No deposit, no acknowledgement of debt. And I'll take your word, Thorn. For if you lie, I will lose faith in kind people. If you or your family find no use for it in the next year, you'll return it. Agreed? It would be foolish to decline such a generous offer. A Strix it is, even if I have to return it in a year's time. You are behaving oddly today, Rusk. I don't think he is himself. You take the Strix from the table and hide it under your shirt. When you look up, Rusk is staring at the ceiling. He's pale. He's so dominated by some other force. Seriously? Strix is received 20. Okay. At first you are confused, but then you too hear the bell ringing in the town hall. Yeah, I actually do hear that bell. Or are you listening to the bell too? This does not sound like our bell ringer. Could it be that Tropple has finally sacked his bell ringer and hired someone sober? And you ask, doesn't the bell annoy you, ringing 4 times a day? You watch in surprise as Raz takes a big sack of starts, emptying the contents of his numerous drawers, big and small, into it. What? Why? Growing pale. Just a matter of habit, my dear Thorn. Time gets used to much stranger things. Gets you used to. You do not realize how wisely you've chosen your gift. Silver could come in handy, of course, but Strick will most certainly aid you. Certainly aid you. Yes. He may be dominated, but I don't trust he might be into it. Yeah, if we go into these discussions more, or into those type of ways of thinking, yes. And if he does, how many years will I be paying for it? 5? 10? The bell keeps tolling. Rax slings his sack over the shoulder and takes an axe with a curved handle from the wall. What the hell is he doing? I don't trust that push pose. Sorry, no worries with Sineku. If you like customization, that's definitely the game for you. The Sims, you mean. But yeah, there's a lot of expansions. There's no escape. But okay, axe. It no longer matters. I hope we'll meet again, but now I would flee from the city if I were you. The Opakum Fortress is the safest place to go. The merchant retreats into his shop. You hear the back door open and close. Cleda, it looks like Rax has lost his mind. We should leave. Okay. What's going on? People dead. Seems like it. At least it's not alone. At least I'm not alone with my weird mind. Yes. Yes. Okay, it's one of these things. Great. So scared. You see Baron Tropple lying on the ground, dying. That Baron Tropple we met in the start. With them, blood gushes from his mouth, nose, ears, and eyes. Dorkhal the Reaper. To no one in Patrical. You are tough. You struggle to stay on your feet. Blood is gushing from your nose. Cleda, scared to death, is hiding behind your back. But rather taciturn. What do you want? Cocking his head. Nothing. The Burgomaster has made his decision on everyone's behalf. Washing out the words. What kind of decision? Smirking. The ritual one. A tribute to the memory. You use the last reserves of your energy to stay upright. Your heart is about to leap out of your chest. Your throat contracts. Sat in your face. Dying already? I beg you, leave my daughter alone. Straight in his back. I don't need either of you. Yet. Towering over you, the monster examines you intently for a few seconds, then extends its arm and points at your pendant. Don't lose it. You'll need it. I guess it's good that we have the pendant. Nodding. The reaping will start with your family. Torn, Brenin. Well, that's good news for us. That's good news. Just the reaping starting from us. One of us. We are type 5. Yay. Everyone can be weird. Weird minds, everyone having yay. I think the Reaper is just looking for a nice guy. Honestly, he's inspecting you quite a lot. Yes, just a little bit. The monster vanishes in the thin air. You shake your head, trying to clear it. Oh, bless gods. Did you hear what it said about our family? Quick, we've got to get home. You run headlong to your house, taking every possible shortcut. Even a small town like Albius has its dark corners, but you could not care less. Right now, you need to make sure that everything's alright at home. Cleda's outcry makes you stop in your track. Your daughter hastily pulls some kind of a colored flakes from under her belt. That's what almost burnt my stomach. Ras gave them to me about a week ago. A long time ago, they supposedly were magical battle gods. Suddenly, they became so hot to the touch. Take a look at the cards. Okay. The magical plagues almost burn your fingers, but they also fit perfectly in your palm. You feel almost as if you could wave your hand and channel magic into any enemy. Could they regain their power because of the reaping? How did that task come by them? You remember seeing such plagues sold as curiosities and souvenirs. Bandit. You hear footsteps coming from somewhere ahead. 3 tucks are barring the way. Their puffy faces are contorted with mindless rage. Did highwaymen get so brazen as to attack townsfolk hoping for an easy gain? In a swift move, you draw your sword, but the tucks look unimpressed. You look closer and notice their vacant eyes and foam at their mouths. Your opponents are either very drunk or crazy. You step in front of Cleda. I'll beat some sense into them, stay back. In response, Cleda steps aside and draws her own blade. Did I practice with the sword for all those years to just keep hiding behind you? Together, we'll deal with them faster. What your daughter is really asking for is some stern parenting, but the tucks attack you with the feral roar. You can only hope your daughter has taken your lessons to heart. Okay. So if you have more than one character in your party, you can choose the turn order. Just select any character standing on a highlighted tile, choose an action to end their turn, and the tile will dim. Okay. When all of your characters and their turns, a new round will begin and you'll be able to choose between the available characters again. Okay. So then about using guards. You cannot type? Even the Yu-Gi-Oh! Back at the day, or did you watch last weekend? What? Used to watch too many Heart of the Cards cartoons in the morning. Okay, I imagine that those 2 skeletons on the loading screen are you and your daughter. They run home with playing on their instruments, okay? I used to watch before going to work. Yay, software developers with flexible hours. Pretty fun game, really. Too bad it's a bitch to actually try and start in on the new systems. Okay. Okay. They had a marathon of Twitch a few months ago. Quite entertaining. Kind of. Those cards, kind of. Okay. Alrighty. I need to read. Click on the icon on the bottom left to use a card. Each card has a number that shows in which round it will become available. Okay. Each card can be used only once per battle. After you use the card, it won't be available again until the next battle. Okay. Red skulls next to a character's spot should indicate the number of wounds the character has sustained. The character stats are lower depending on the number of wounds. If a character sustains 4 wounds, they die. Okay. Keep an eye out for this usual button. It can be found throughout the game. Click on it to read descriptions of various game mechanics. So yeah, skill names, enemy battle cards. So yeah, enemies also have battle cards. So how do I exactly go and look at the cards? Place your units before the start of battle. I don't know. Do I want to be further away or closer? That's a good question. Maybe just in these positions for now. Okay. Okay, so then we have an amount of time when to decide about stuff. Reduces health by 5 to a random enemy unit and increases energy by 2 to all party members. Increases attack by 2 to a random party member. Health. Reduces health. Reduces attack by 5 and increases attack by 1 to all surrounding units. So you have 20 hit points. You have very little energy, so that's good news, sort of, yes. Okay, so you cannot in any way reach, for example, that far. Increases defense of the party members by 6. Anger increases your defense and attack by 1. It's so difficult to look into what the hell do I want to do. And increases your defense by 3. I guess I could increase your health. I guess. Okay, so that ended the turn. Or round. I didn't know that. That would have been nice to know, actually. But fine enough. I didn't know that at all. How in the 9 hells would I have known that? Or, okay, so that was just one of the actions. Okay. So, okay, double strike would kill it. Heavy strike would also kill it. But it would also pretty much damage me. And increases your attack by 2. Or I guess it just increases my attack, but it doesn't actually lose me hit points. I'm not sure. Does it mean that I heal by 5 hit points? Not sure. That doesn't change my stuff in there, so I'm not quite sure what that means. Kind of feel that I should be killing this guy though. But should I kill it with you? Should I kill it with him instead? Maybe. Maybe take a defensive stance into there. And just take the energy out of him. Or his energy to zeros. Then you have some extra defense nonetheless, because it was pretty clear that this guy would be at least coming closer. I guess we should just try to kill this guy then. If I concentrate into the energy, you would just barely be left alive, so that's not exactly the best. Reduces your attack by 1. I don't think that that's nonetheless the best idea of me to actually go and start to be using that at the moment, so I don't know. That then lowers your stuff though if I would be using that. Let's see what this exactly does. Yeah, it actually did like drop our health all the way down, but that was the question. I had no idea if it would do that. I didn't know would it do it that or not. So that's kind of doesn't feel completely 100% fair, but whatever. But on the other hand, we did kill one. knockback. So yeah. That would only damage your energy, not your own hit points. So that's kind of okay-ish, I guess. Brutal blow, I guess, might be the better one. Like, trying to look, what the hell, but I was looking at his skills, not the other way around. I mean, don't get his energy all the way down, but we would get it pretty low, so I guess that's a decent option. I would love if there was something like an attack of opportunity or something, considering the fact that, like, she is in pretty high trouble right now. And all damage received is dealt to health. No, that wouldn't be a good idea at all. Damage received is equally split between health and energy. Okay, if that does not end turn. Equal to energy, and that is, I think, definitely at least the best, though. But, can I then play something specifically? Reduces health by 5 to a random enemy unit, increases energy by 2. I just don't want her to accidentally die, so I'm very worried about that. Let's at least, I guess, get his energy down. I guess that's the best I can really hope to do in that situation now. Then it's just a question, what the hell do I do now? I feel that I should... Well, you at least can't do that bad stuff, I guess. You kinda can. So this is the only one that you can do, but it does deal 5 damage, so it's not nearly as bad. I kind of think that I gotta do something to this guy. No, let's do this rather the parry one. Let's get his energy down too. Ow. It's just that I did make that one very bad decision there, but I didn't know if it actually would happen like that, so that was kind of the problem. At least you should be able to get some health from that back, so that's good. And he's doing well. Yay. Yay for that. Someone's doing well. Can I do something nice? I don't think I can get some other cards right. Okay. Those kind of cards. I just love listening to these battle zones. You lose those hit points. Yes, well, and I know it now. But it wasn't something that I was 100% sure before. For sure is. Was there some good card? I guess I could do this. And just take his health lower. Ugh. I don't like you. Why do you have to come and try to kill her specifically? What did I ever do to you? She's so almost dead when I would use this, but not quite. But I don't think I can really do that a lot otherwise. Pushes back an enemy unit by 1 tile, increases your counterattack by 7. But that's not necessarily going to be quite good enough. Increases defense of a party member by 6. I should have done this earlier, shouldn't I? I should have. Okay. I'm kind of happy that you're then coming rather to kill me. In all honesty. Just thinking that I'm going to... You cannot attack, or can you? No. I guess... I will then just go and attack with you. He's at least almost dead then. at least. But I did lose a lot more health than I would have preferred, if we could say that. Well, you're definitely gonna be the one to kill him. Get some health back. At least 20 health. Cleda, why did you almost die? He just keeps on fighting even in that condition. Might be a good time to try and run away, but no. Yes, no. Cleda looks at the bloodied bodies in terror. This is the first time she had fought to the death. You grab her by the shoulders, shaking her a couple of times before she looks away from the corpses. She finally steels herself, meets your gaze and nods with great determination. You are proud of your daughter, but even more so, worried for your 5 Licky. There's no time to lose. You need to get home as soon as possible. A couple of side alleys later, you open the familiar gate. Victory! Yay. More XP for her, apparently. You run into the house and find the living room covered in blood. Old Tenor, your housekeeper, stands at the door, trembling all over. His daughter, Quina, your maid, lies motionless on the floor. Just beside her is your 5 Licky. I'm going to be asking a question. Tenor, what happened here? Cleda is trying to say something but cannot speak through suffocating sobs. Use all your willpower to retain composure, even managing to say something while your nails cut deeply into your bones. The veins in your fist are about to burst and your teeth are about to shatter from grinding. Cleda is stroking her mother's hair and whispering something into her ear. You briefly consider ending your own life, but your daughter needs protection. She resembles your 5 so strongly. You slowly turn to the servant. He is saying something. Tenor, weeping heavily. Such a calamity has befallen us. Oh, such grief. First, both Licky and Quina screamed in the pain. Then my daughter seemed to lose her mind. She went at Mistress Licky with the knife. Mistress defended herself, but then... that happened. So, dominations. I'm using the same word as before. I'm gonna be a tough guy. Hey, why can I look into here? Oh, description of Thorn Berenin. The only son of a family, this is definitely the time to read this. The only son of a family of impoverished farmers. He is a retired captain of Odolan Royal Guard whose name graces the Book of Honor's first page. He was a 3-time fencing champion of Bergana and was the best swordsman in Odala for a decade. He is a mentor and patron to the Appius Young Warriors Regiment and a role model for both students and subordinates. He climbed every rung on the military ladder, rising from page and shield bearer to Count Vichy, to his great savior during the famous campaign on the edge of Terminium and the Vale. He is a veteran of the Northern campaigns, the Gebonan War and the Battle of the Southern Isles. He's been given the title of Baron, a family coat of arms, several royal awards, and an honorary pension. He has also sired 2 children with his only 5. Killing gives XP, Cleda killed 2 and Thorn 1. Yeah, I gotcha. It's good. But yeah, I'm gonna be a strong man and just say that go, saddle the horses. We have to go and leave. Strong and determined to then just leave. Dinner, saddle the horses. Yeah, we have to protect Cleda, and it most clearly isn't safe here. Hey. Every one of us is suffering, but at least we're still alive. And to remain alive, we must leave the town. Of course, Master, I'll do it. Tenor. Now I'm gonna read everyone's descriptions. Everyone's. A citizen without title, born into a lifetime of indentured servitude. Subject of the Odolan crown, born in Oda, housekeeper of the Brennin house. A playmate and trusted servant of the Stockted Vichy for many years. Tenno was 4 years old, and the Count still remembers his boy's countenance. The youthful escapees solidified them as both friends and brothers, and their mutual respect and gratitude for each other have grown over time. Tenno moved to Albius with his daughter 3 years ago, following his former ward, now lady of the house, Liki Brennin, of House Vichy, commanded and rewarded by Stockted Vichy, head of the family for many years of impeccable service, slated to receive proper care and an allowance as a senior citizen according to edicts of Oda and Albius. Cleda, remember to pack Mother's jewelry box and take the money from the nuke in my room. Please hurry. 500 gold. You move a strand of your wife's hair and notice something odd. A black blue mark, like an uncer, on the nape of her neck. The surrounding skin is swollen as it burned. Cleda also notices it and backs away, a look of terror on her suddenly pale face. Scared. This is right out of an ancient manuscript. The same thing happened 700 years ago. A pain pierces your neck and grows into a fiery noose. It strangles you and you die in horrible, terrible agony. This infection is what they call the reaping, father. The back of my neck is burning. Let me see. Damn it, you have the same mark. Have a look. Do I have it? Nothing? But how can it be? Why did the plague spare me? I don't believe in luck. There must be some kind of protection. But what is it? Maybe it's the stone that you're carrying, the magical stone? Give it to Cleda. I hope Rask was right. Come here, Cleda. I want you to wear this. You take Rask's pendant out of the bag and put it around your daughter's neck. She nods, and you pull her into your embrace again. Or maybe it is just for her, and then hopefully it protects her now. We'll see, I guess. Killing yourself should give you the most XP, especially if you're a high-level character. Totally. That is true. But no, what would you use that experience for if you're dead? But on what would you use it? That is a good question. It is experience, though. I died once, can't really recommend it. I resurrected after 3 days, though. Good to know, Tajunta, good to know. There was something like that in the Gothic 1 game. In one of the missions, you have a companion, and if he attacks you and kills you, just makes you unconscious for a few seconds, because you have specifically chosen to kill if you want to actually kill someone in that game, and you get experience depending on the level that you have. Interesting. 10. You exit into the front yard and take a look around. No, you shouldn't bury Lick here. It'd be better to do it in the back. Cleda follows you. Take dinner and bring the bodies here. You tell her, try to be quick. Our time is short. Just wrap them into something, alright? When you are done digging, your hands are shaking, but not with tiredness. Tenno buries his face in his hands. Cleda is a shadow of her former self. You realize that if you stop and stand still, pain will drown you. You get out of your freshly dug I can't talk anymore. You get out of your freshly dug grave and pick up Licky's body. You lay out Queena's body beside her mistress. They use the blade to get her skits. You take up the shovel. Cleda is still petrified. Tenno mumbles one of the temple anthems. You wonder what he is asking the gods to do for his daughter. Aren't his woes all the same to her now? You throw the last handful of earth onto the grave and toss the shovel aside. You feel as if you are on the edge of a cliff. Your 5 is no more. Her body is not in your warm embrace, but in the cold clutches of death. For some reason you're still alive. Cleda walks up and hugs you, pulling you back from the precipice, just like when you met the Reaper. Gate. Someone is yelling and knocking at the gate with brute force. So I assume Satenteno probably can tell that, like, I can't do all of these actions, or can I do all of these actions? Like, in general, if there's all of these actions, in the market we were able to talk to her, Cleda, but I was also then able to go to one of the shop locations, but if I had gone to the one before, I assume I wouldn't have been able to go into both locations. Maybe I can do all of this? I'm not sure. What do I want to do first? Back in for the journey, taking his time. Or is that the end decision because it's red? Maybe that's the case? Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't have known that about Gothic 1 either for sure. Fun times though. Only if this quest... Always make the talk actions first, okay. I'm not sure anymore if both of the actions in the market square would have been like ending things, but I hope they were, that I wasn't able to go into the other place too, but I have no idea. Okay. Chim, good night and sweet dreams. I hope you enjoyed some of the Ash of Gods as well, though, Ash of Gods. Yeah, I should also play personally at some point Gothic 1 and Gothic 2 then. But yeah, good night, Chim. Hope to see you on Sunday. Have a great weekend. And catch your fitty comments on the what? Hope so. I'm not always so sure if they're so witty sometimes. Ass of God. That's how you heard it, eh? Not Ash or Ash of Gods, but Ass. That's good. Good night and have a nice weekend, yes. It is an interesting game, see you all. Witticism probably dialed down a bit at this hour as we're getting tired, yeah. Witticisms. Well, let's go and meet Tenor then. You enter the house and see Tenor has packed your things, but is in no rush to leave. What's keeping you, Tenor? Tenor makes a helpless gesture. Forgive me, Master. Master Brenin, but I'm not coming. I must remain by my daughter's side. I will look after the house for as long as I live. Tell Tenor that he has been an excellent servant. Tenor's expression softened. You've been a model husband for Mistress Licky, no matter what her father Count Vichy said. I guess that's okay. Cleda loads up her horse, weeping over the tack. Oh, mother dear, how are we going to live without you? She whispers. You put your arms around your daughter as she presses her tear-streaked face into your chest. It's over for Licky, my dear. But for you and Macht, it's not. Remember this, however much it hurts. Cleda nods and tries to steel herself, no longer crying. She starts strapping the saddle backs. It's not over for you either, father, no matter what you think. I'm almost ready. I only need to strap these packets of brass scrolls. Maybe I'll have a chance to return them. It pains you to look at your daughter, whose every gesture reminds you of your 5. You clench your teeth and carry on. There's no time to lose. Scroll? What scroll? Well, help Cleda fasten the package. Cleda buries her face in your shoulder. Thank you. Mother is dead. We've got to run from the reaping, and I'm still fussing with this package. Well, then the great gate. Someone is yelling and knocking at the gate with brute force the full time. As of God, Turku. No offense to people living in Turku, they know it. Don't mind me, Flame. It's just a Finnish thing. I seem to remember hearing someone saying tenor once or twice. Wandering off between games. Yeah, it's the problem for me too, that I play a lot of different games. But of course, now at least when I do Let's Plays and streams, I generally concentrate better in one game. So hey, it's a great thing. This is a great boon for myself too, so that I can actually finish games. Great boon. I need to play Gothics at some point. Gate. Yes, yelling. Many times. It's Captain Creaker. He's got Fisk to guard from the northern gate, as well as 4 lads from his regiment with him. What do we do? Let him in before he destroys the gate. Gleda, shut the stable doors for now, just in case. Shouting to his companions. Damnation, quick bring in the horses. Torn, is your old servant completely deaf? I bashed my knuckles raw knocking on your bloody gate. Don't you know what's going on in the town? Enrage. Pipe down. I do know. Tenor had just lost his daughter. Understood? And I've just lost my wife. Curse this damn town. Turning to face you. Licky. Gods, I'm sorry. Really sorry. Damn me, I hurt your feelings or something. Damn me if I hurt. Okay. You die like a dog, so don't worry about it. We all will at this rate. What happened to you? Wipe in the sweat of his face. When the monster entered the town, everyone went berserk. Have you seen the sign it left on the gate? What do we do now? I wanted to ask the Burgomaster, but didn't think I could make it through. Besides, I had the boys with me. Turning to face the rest. Hey there, you pansies, come here. You alright? Looks like you didn't even shit your britches. Take care of the horses while we figure something out. Okay? More talking. Everyone should gather by the gate and figure out a plan. Nah, shit. One of the soldiers leans against the shed, his legs seemingly unable to support him. Okay. Brett. Lounging about. Just coming to my senses, thinking what to do. What can you do against the Reaper? It came after me, you'll see. It knows where I'm hiding and it will find me again. It came after all of us, Knucklehead. Do you think you're special or something? If gods forbid it comes back, it'll be for all of our heads. Torn, we need to leave, now. We can't run and hide, that is in the air. Loyalty decreased, Brett. Loyalty decreased, why do you do this to me? Listen to me, boy. Don't ever let your fear whack your tongue for you. Gerb it. If you wanna die, do it. Just don't drag others into it. Okay, good. Good. Since I started streaming, I suddenly finished so many games that have been on my list for years. Didn't expect that to happen. Yep, it's great boon. Streaming, let's play, great boon. Absolutely, and especially streaming, so much quicker to play through the games for me in the streaming format, I gotta say. So, stable, the young soldier from the Alpius regiment are attended to the horses, the young soldiers. Hey Sop, quit trailing Holt like a puppy. Go tighten the straps on your horses. Oh, you remember me? Get this nanny away from me. At this rate, he'll soon be holding my member while I take a leak. Let him look after Gleda. Why not? Taken aback. But hold, aren't we buddies? Don't we see what happened in Alpius? Don't drag Gleda into this, I worry about you. Go on, ride out of here. I need you like I need a hole in the head. If you want to look after me, do it from far away. By the way, when we get out of time camp, there is more talking there and it's missable. Okay. Holding members already the fast way. Missable, not miserable. By the way, I should be looking at all of these too, but I don't think I want to do that right now. At least I looked into some of them. So that's at least good. Apologies. Looking at Toad as he storms away, that's what distress does to men. You look as tough as a Dick in a bathhouse up. Don't worry, he'll cool off and you'll be best buddies again. Ton, what else did you want to ask the lad? I don't even know what I want to ask. I don't know. Why are you staring at the gate? Well, I mean, it's really nice. Stare at the gate. We could just stay here and wait for this mess to clear up. That's not for Chit Creek. What? Dick in a bathhouse. Is that an actual saying? I have not heard of it either, Flame Rouge. Perfectly being honest, I have not heard of it. We're already knee-high in it, Sop. Who do you think this gate's gonna stop? That monster? Or maybe the plague? What's next, crawling under a blanket? Oh, I gotta eat something soon. After we go out of that gate into the camp region, I think we are gonna be calling it today. Translation problems, I think, in these conversations. Yeah, probably. Will it help? I want to do the right thing. What if those madmen come to their senses? Then it's all hunky-dory. Why the sour look? I wonder why. Should I sing and dance? There's a snow fort. We must move to Ursus. Its walls are higher and the Cheraman army is nearby. The king himself is there and more food. All you care about is stuffing your face, and the entire Cheraman army loses its marbles like this. Albius guards Ursus will be good for nothing. Well, I mean, the madness hasn't afflicted us, so there must be someone sane in Ursus. Let them deal with this craziness. How are you holding up? Worryingly, I'm trying my best. My knees are shaking. I don't like this one bit. I'd rather have a war. Wars doesn't keep men waiting. You'll find your knees shake less when you're marching. Let's go and see what happens. Then point us into the right direction. All I hear is talk. You're our superior, aren't you? Alright, enough talk. Look at Sop rambling. Usually he's too busy chewing. He probably thought we'd be hiding in a tavern. If you could hide from this horror in a tavern, I would be there already. Kriegard, do something. We didn't join Thorn Brennan's company by accident, did we? I mean, no disrespect, Captain. You don't? Respect my decision then. First, we need to get out of town and ride to the nearest menhir to get rid of the plague. We'll see where we go from there. Yay, loyalty increase for Sop. Woohoo! Let's go to the gate then. Forget about trouble, Krieger. The Burgomaster is dead. We're sailing up Shit Creek. What do we do now? Wash the shit stains and run. Good. Good plan. Check the backs of everyone's necks, I think, is a decent idea. The plague leaves a distinctive mark. We figured that one out already. None of my lads have marks. I personally checked. The townsfolk have been clutching their necks in pain, though. The gods spared us from this blight. Without them, we'd be skirming on the ground. We should be grateful. Fisk, loyalty increased. You invoke the gods, but they have nothing to do with it. Confound them. Well, we've got Strixus to help us. What do you have, Fisk? What do you mean? I have a spear and my armor, though I admit they aren't the best. Perhaps I'm not making myself clear. A bit slow on the uptake, aren't you? I'll say it again, slowly. Strixes protect you from the plague. Krieger and I have our captain's insignia with Strixes. These lads have earrings with flecks of this stone. Where is your Strix? Showing you a piece of jewelry. I've got a small one in the Spain. Used to be my mother's. I kept it in her memory, but I don't wear it. So she protects you, even after her death. Pray to your dead mother, Fisk, rather than to the gods. I was reminded of this weird thing my mother says to describe good food. For example, it's so good that your tongue will go up your ass. Okay, that's an interesting way to describe food, Tajunta. Why I swear so much? This has nothing to do with it. Definitely no, nothing to do with your swearing, I'm sure. Yeah, not quite sanitary, mayhap. Not quite the most sanitary thing in the world. You said something about going berserk, Krieger. Well, you see, the monster just etched a sign on the gate and vanished. Then the bell started ringing and it all went topsy-turvy. Topsy-turvy, they say. The people got to their feet and began to beat the living daylight out of each other's. Some scattled, others took up arms, some folks just used bare hands. Me and Fisk ran for it, but that didn't go well. Even the people we knew were lunging at us like furious beasts. We wanted to avoid killing them, of course, but the way things were, we fought our way to the stables and found these lads. I see. It's starting to make sense. The plague leaves a mark, which makes you go berserk. But it doesn't always work. Perhaps some possess the inner strength to resist. Or maybe Strixes have got something to do with it. The mark's not a death sentence then if you resist it. Things are looking up, boys. Something to drink to. Yeah. So, yeah, that's good. Something to drink for. Will you guys drink for it? You misread my letter message. Close enough. Think about that. Well, what is this sign on the gate? How should I know? I was standing guard on the northern gate with Fisk. May the gods punish him with sobriety. Suddenly a monster appeared. I heard of this creature. Temple records refer to them as the Reapers, for they come during the reaping. They don't always look like monsters. Sometimes they appear almost human. They call themselves Umbra, but there's only a passing mention of them in the chronicles. Haven't the foggiest idea what that was, and frankly, I don't give a crap. I just know what I saw. 'Twas so scary you'd shit your britches. Many did, in fact. All of them fell to the ground at least. The monster drew some kind of mark on the gate and let out a screech. The Reaper said that the gate was sealed and that everyone should prepare to die. It says so in the temple tongue and then in Vrisian. Starting to yell. Will you shut up, Vius? You've been going on and on. What are you planning to do? Talk your foes to death to the battlefield, you snotty brat? Voice Square, have I ever given any reason to call me a coward? Dead marks are a good reason to drink as any. Do I want to let it go or say hush, Flit, hush? Hush you. Don't you start. Which one would we want to say? Any opinions? Any opinions? Let it go might be more diplomatic. Yeah, I think it's more about also that maybe this guy will be happier if I do Hush Fleet. But if I do Krieger Let It Go, this guy will like me better. But I'm kind of more angled to do the Krieger Let It Go. Let it go. 1. Okay, let's let it go. Krieger. Loyalty decreased, I thought so. Increased with Fleet. Hold your horses. You too, Fleet. Please calm down. How come you know so many languages? Just had to learn them. Many archival records exist only in Persian or in the temple tongue. Let it go, let it go, yes, totally, that song. Being knowledgeable is always useful. As for courage, you either have it or you don't. You won't know it until you need it. Well, that was it. Though I was correct about the fact that this guy's loyalty decreased from that. But I think that's better, in all honesty. And of course depends how you play your character as sus. It's time to get out of town. Get on your mouse. Damn, I almost forgot. The people didn't go mad immediately after the monster left its sign on the gate. First, a merchant rode through the square in a flying gallop. It's a miracle he didn't trample anyone. Yeah, he left before, but had given us the thing. Suspicious. He pulled the control lever, slid something between the gates, opened them up, and off he went. All by himself. And here I thought he was a good-for-nothing fuss. Surely you know him. Short beard, always smiling, shop near the town hall. A good drinking buddy, if you ask me. Rask? So he managed to get out of town. Is the gate still open then? No, the people were going berserk already. Some of the guards went after this Rask fellow, by the way. Then the gate slammed shut, as nobody held it open. Kind of strange. So it is possible to open the gate after all. Gather everyone, Krieger, and let's go. We need to get out of town. Tenno, sure you don't want to change your mind? Well, I'm too old to change, my master. May the gods grant you the smooth road. Farewell. As you wish. Everyone, follow me and Krieger. Tenno, open the gate. Yay, we go in. And yeah, his loyalty decreased, but fuck him for being nice. Yeah. Nice. Thornbrennin, you stop to the square near the gate, dismount and peek around the corner. The ground before the gate is littered with corpses. Beside them, guards shuffle about, scratching their necks and crawling now and then. They have weapons at the ready. The incessant ringing of the bell makes you squirm as you examine the gate. There is some kind of glowing mark on it. The square is full of abandoned carts, baskets and crates, and corpses. There's no way you can ride through on horseback. Your company waits for your decision. Yay. Turning to face the rest, do you realize what is going on? Do we realize what is going on or not? Can we actually end into here? Into this point, for example? Or what point does it save? Sare? It kind of would be a logical enough of a point if we stop from here. That then we would be getting out of town and all that, I mean. But yeah, just let the horse ride you instead. That could be okay. I have the slightest idea what's going on. Were you gone for some time, Scrap Lord? I love how you have Buy Soundtrack in your main menu. Don't know really. I think it saves. That's kind of cheeky. Yes, kind of true. Buy Soundtrack right now. Let's see. I guess we could try it out at least. Then I quit the full game, but okay. Accidentally did even that. Let's see, I'll start it again and see if I can continue. If I can't, then at least we know exactly how often it saves. If it does continue from the exact spot, then that's good. Then that would be a good thing for sure. Okay. Well, apparently I gotta go through the gate thing again. Well, at least now I know. I guess that's what I'm gonna do then. Though we are gonna pretty much just skip the gate scene because we already saw it too. And then just continue from the actual, that area. Well, it's okay. Fighting some pains and lost track of game. Aw. Sorry to hear, Visinekko. I hope it feels better. I have a little bit harder time to concentrate myself because I suddenly got just the urge that I'm really freaking hungry. And I don't even know why. So I think I gotta go and eat something. But yeah, it's a beautiful game for sure. It is definitely a beautiful game. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of Ash of Gods, the start of it. And we will be continuing for more next time. And apologies if you heard some of my stomach scrolling and so on and forth, because I personally got a little bit like, it's growling too much. Because it suddenly started growling, which really annoyed me greatly. But yeah. Thank you for watching regardless. Hope you enjoyed the stream and the game. Good that you enjoyed. Of course, if you wish to be playing it through yourself, then probably shouldn't be watching more of my Let's Play. Looks promising so far, it's good. The pig didn't pick that up, good then. But yeah, felt that I should really go and eat something. Not anything heavy, but something at least, before going to sleep. But yeah, thanks for watching everyone, and I shall see you next time then, next Friday for some more. Yay! Hyvää yötä ja kauniita unia koneessa Visinekko ja Tajunta. And good night and sweet dreams to Scrap Lord and Flame Rushi as well then. In Finnish and English, and well, of course, sorry, Sateen Tenho. Though, I guess I could chat a little bit to Sare still after this. So I guess you are going to be going to sleep too. So hyvää yötä to Sare as well, of course then. And yes, good night, sweet dreams to everyone. Thank you for watching. Glad you enjoyed. And I even forgot to actually end the recording, but I'll end it now.